Elon Musk just announced the biggest upgrade to Optimus yet.
And I know exactly what you're thinking right now. Yeah, he announces things every Tuesday. Fair, completely fair. But here's the thing. This time, I'm not just going on Musk's word.
Because this time, there's a building. An actual 4-story steel and concrete building going up in Texas. Drone footage doesn't lie. Construction crews don't show up for a PowerPoint slide. And the chip they just finished designing? They're not putting it in your Tesla, they're putting it straight into the robot, the Optimus. So today, we're going to cut through the noise. We're going to look at what actually changed, what's actually being built, and whether 2027 is finally the year this thing gets real. Let's get into it. 1. Wait, haven't we heard this before? Before we talk about why I'm paying attention, I want to be honest with you about something. I've been watching this project for years, and Elon Musk has missed every single Optimus deadline he's ever set. Production ready by 2023 didn't happen. Thousands of units working in our factories by 2025. The actual number? A few hundred. Gen 3 reveal in Q1 of 2026. Musk himself posted on X on March 31st, last day of the quarter, saying the robot is walking around but needs a few finishing touches. Classic. So yes, the track record here is not great, and if you've been following Tesla for any amount of time, you already know this pattern. Big announcement, big excitement, then the date quietly slides, then another big announcement. I'm not going to pretend that didn't happen, because it did. But here's the question I want you to sit with for the next 10 minutes. What happens when the promises start showing up as buildings? 2. This time, the cameras don't lie. On June 19th of this year, an aerial observer named Joe Tegtmeyer flew a drone over Gigafactory, Texas. And what he captured is different from anything we've seen before. The dedicated Optimus factory on the North Campus is now 4 stories tall. Steel superstructure rising across multiple sections. Foundation work complete across a wide footprint. And this was just 1 week ago. Now let me put the size of this thing into perspective. This building is designed to run nearly the full length of the main Giga Texas factory, over 4,000 feet. That's almost 8/10 of a mile of factory floor. Dedicated entirely to building humanoid robots.
The long-term production target for this facility is 10 million Optimus units per year. 10 million?
Tesla has never made 2 million cars in a single year. So yes, 10 million robots is an outrageous number. We should be skeptical of it. But the building is still going up, and it doesn't stop there. Back in California, Tesla made a decision that tells you more about where this company is headed than any press release ever could. They killed the Model S and the Model X. Think about that for a second. The Model S launched in 2012. It's the car that turned Tesla from a punchline into a phenomenon. And they shut down the production line, converted the entire Fremont floor space to build Optimus instead. You don't bulldoze your most iconic car line for a product you're not serious about. Tesla committed over $20 billion in capital expenditure for 2026 alone, more than double the year before. Actions cost money, promises are free. 3. Okay, so what did they actually fix? The hands first. Gen 2. Optimus had 11 degrees of freedom per hand. Gen 3 doubles that to 22, running on 50 actuators total. For reference, the human hand has about 27 degrees of freedom. So Optimus is getting genuinely close. In practical terms, this robot can now handle objects that would have slipped right through the previous version's fingers, screws, cables, fragile components. The kind of detail work that actually matters on a factory floor. Then there's the chip, and this one surprised me. Tesla just finished tape out on their new AI5 chip. And here's what Musk said. AI4 is already good enough for self-driving.
So AI5 is not going into your car. It's going into Optimus.
Think about what that means. Tesla spent years and probably billions designing a next-generation chip, and their decision was to give it to the robot first. AI5 delivers roughly 5 times the compute of the current chip, specifically tuned for the real-time work a humanoid robot needs to do. Processing multiple camera feeds simultaneously, controlling 28 joints at once, responding to the physical world in under 100 milliseconds. When a company saves its best silicon for one product, that product is the priority. Full stop. Now here's the part that I think genuinely changes the game. Even if it sounds a little funny on paper, Optimus is now running Grok. That's the AI from xAI, Musk's other company, the same model powering the voice assistant in new Tesla vehicles, the same model behind a significant chunk of what you see on
Using
X.
voice command.
What this means practically is that you don't have to program Optimus with specific commands anymore. You just talk to it. In plain language, you say, grab the red box from the third shelf, and the robot figures out how to do it. One demo last September showed Salesforce's CEO giving Optimus kitchen fetch commands in natural conversation. It needed a few tries. It wasn't perfect. But the architecture is there. And the architecture is what matters at this stage.
Same brain that argues with strangers on the internet. Now it's going to fold your laundry.
And behind all of this is Cortex 2.0, the supercomputer cluster at Giga Texas that trains Optimus's AI. As of mid-2026, it's running at full capacity. Over 230,000 high-performance GPUs, 500 megawatts of power. Every hour an Optimus unit spends working on a factory floor generates training data. That data feeds into Cortex. Cortex makes the model smarter. The smarter model pushes back out to every robot in the fleet overnight. It's a flywheel, and it's already spinning. Real quick before we keep going, do you think Optimus actually hits consumer shelves by end of 2027? Or are we still just a few more months away? Drop it in the comments. I want to know where you guys land on this one. 4. This stopped being a robot story. A while ago, back in March, Musk announced something called Digital Optimus, internal codename MacroHard. And yes, that name is exactly what it sounds like. The idea is an AI system that combines the physical robot with Grok to handle office and clerical work, scheduling, data entry, administrative tasks. So you get one product that replaces your warehouse worker and your admin assistant at the same time. That's a different kind of disruption than what people were imagining 3 years ago. And right next to the Optimus factory being built in Texas, Tesla is constructing Terafab, a $25 billion chip fabrication facility, joint venture with SpaceX and Intel. The robot body factory and the robot brain factory being built on the same campus simultaneously. No competitor on Earth is doing this. Figure AI buys their chips. Boston Dynamics buys their chips. Agility Robotics buys their chips. Tesla is making their own chips, training their own AI, building their own robots in their own factories. That's vertical integration at a level that even most car companies never achieved. And when you zoom out, the math starts to get strange in a way that feels important. If the Giga Texas facility hits even a fraction of its 10 million unit target, this stops being a car company that also makes robots. It becomes a robot company that used to make cars. 5. Here's where I have to slow down timeline. Best case, consumer availability is targeted for end of 2027. Enterprise customers, big manufacturers, warehouse operators could start receiving units as early as late this year. Price target is $20,000 to $30,000, roughly what a used car costs today. And who gets it first? Factories, then warehouses, then maybe your house. In that order. Here's where I have to be straight with you. Tesla has missed every Optimus deadline they have ever publicly committed to. Every single one. So when I say end of 2027, I mean end of 2027 if everything goes right. And in complex manufacturing, everything never goes right on the first try. The Model 3 was supposed to be in full production in late 2017. Meaningful volume didn't come until mid-2018. Musk himself called it production hell. So build in a buffer. Build in skepticism. That's not pessimism. That's just how manufacturing works.
But here's what's genuinely different this time. Last year, Optimus was a promise backed by demos.
This year, It's a promise backed by a 4-story building, a finished chip design, a running supercomputer, and a dead Model S line. That's more than we had 12 months ago, by a lot. 6. Why nobody can just copy this figure AI is building robots. Agility Robotics just signed commercial deals with Toyota. Boston Dynamics has been at this longer than anyone. China has a dozen companies racing toward humanoid-scale production. The competition is real, and some of them have working products with paying customers right now, which Tesla does not. But none of them have Tesla's manufacturing scale. None of them have millions of vehicles generating real-world AI training data every single day. None of them have a custom chip, a supercomputer cluster, and a dedicated robot factory going vertical simultaneously. Musk knows his competitors are watching. He said it himself, they're analyzing every demo frame by frame and copying what they can. Which is exactly why Tesla has been deliberately quiet about Gen 3. When you're hiding something from the competition, it's usually because there's something worth hiding. Look, I'm not here to tell you Elon Musk is always right. His record on timeline speaks for itself, and we went through it together at the top of this video. But I am here to tell you this. When the steel is standing 4 stories tall in Texas, when the production line for a 12-year-old flagship sedan gets torn out to make room for a robot, when the best chip the company has ever designed goes to the robot first, that's not a promise anymore. That's a schedule. 2027 is the year we find out if all of this is real. And I plan to be right here watching every step of it with you. If you want to stay ahead of this, subscribe. Because when the news breaks, we're going to be the first ones breaking it down. And if Musk misses the deadline again, trust me, I'll be the first one to say it.